Hey everyone, I'm making a game store, and look at that, our first customer's coming in right now.
Hey, can I get do you have any burgers?
Dude. The game store, a classic piece of any gamer's life. Maybe this is where you and a bunch of friends would rent out a game for the night. Maybe this is where you witness a national tragedy. Regardless of what it means to you, game stores are incredibly significant to the world of gaming, and it's kind of a shame to watch them slowly begin to disappear. But how did we get to this point? Well, to understand that, first we need to look at how game stores originally came to be. Well, with the beginning of the home console market with consoles like the Atari 2600 and the Magnavox Odyssey, not many stores opted to sell these, aside from department stores, which really isn't saying much considering the fact that you can go into a department store looking for a new sofa and walk out with a lawnmower and a 5-gallon bottle of milk. Anyway, after the arcade and console boom of the 80s, more companies began to see the value of games and gaming systems in the industry, especially as toys for kids. So, stores like Toys R Us began to dedicate sections of their stores to video games, like the NES and still the Atari 2600. Additionally, there was also some locally owned mom-and-pop stores that would open in areas that didn't have immediate access to game stores. There was also Blockbusters that would open, sometimes replacing mom-and-pop stores where you could go there and buy or rent movies and video games. However, soon all of these different stores would be rivaled by GameStop. In 2000, GameStop served as a major turning point in the game store market, as now there was a single store where all they sold was gaming. Additionally, you could also sell games to them for cash or in-store credit. Granted, it wasn't the best. Not to mention their aggressive expansion into almost every mall or shopping plaza in the US. Plus, their trade-in system was perfect for people who wanted games at a reduced price, as trade-in games would be sold at a discount. GameStop controlled a lot of the market and still kind of does today. As a result, many game stores have just closed or have been bought out by GameStop, allowing them to continue to climb the market and remain as the #1 game store. But that leads us to today, where there's only 4 major competitors when it comes to game stores, that being GameStop, Walmart, Target, and of course, independent shops, which compared to the other 3 mostly sell retro games. But even then, stores like Target and Walmart had begun to severely shrink down the amount of games that they have available, especially compared to independent stores or GameStop. However, while most game stores are closed, there's still plenty of online options, most notable being Amazon. You can order and even pre-order games right now from your home. Only downside is you can't exactly see them in person and you have to wait a little bit for them to arrive. Additionally, there's also eBay where you can buy and even sell games for a markdown price compared to modern prices. Hell, even streaming services are beginning to step into the market with Netflix Gaming and Prime Gaming. And if you want me to make a video on the 114 Netflix gaming games, be sure to let me know in the comments. And while you're there, consider subscribing. I make content just like this semi-regularly, and I'm trying to reach 1K before 2026. So anything helps.
Hey, how long is my burger gonna take?
I'm almost done. Anyway, if you still really want games, there's plenty of options. But what if you just want to buy a game without having to go outside into...
Ladies and gentlemen, I have some bad news. I did not get the job at Fruit Loops. My body is now your communion. Please eat from me. Eat from me. Drink from me. Drink from
me. The world. Or maybe you just don't want to wait for something to arrive in the mail. Well, good thing we have electronic shops, game stores within your own console. But are they any better than modern game stores? Yes. But they have their own issues. Firstly, many e-stores tend to be very poorly moderated, most notably the Nintendo eShop. Just logging in, you can find several games like Hentai Project, Hentai Games Collection, Hentai World, Hentai vs. Evil, Hentai Golf, Elves Fantasy, Hentai Puzzle, Panty Party, Hentai Solitaire, Waifu Impact, Hentai Girls Premium Edition Bundle, and so much more that are just, well, that's just porn! Not to mention, these inappropriate games are always getting pushed to the top of the store due to the fact that they're constantly being repackaged, re-released, or having constant sales, which makes the eShop incredibly dangerous for kids, which are the primary consumers of the Nintendo Switch. And no, the parental controls do not limit what kids can see on the eShop. And then there's all the AI slop games, AI hentai, acid flips, and mobile ports, which all take advantage of re-releases and fake sales to constantly be at the very top of the eShop. Worst of all, this isn't a problem just for Nintendo, this is a problem with mostly all electronic shops. It's just more prevalent to be talked about on the Nintendo eShop because more kids are on the Nintendo Switch. Also, many of the stores are subject to being shut down, especially with older consoles. These shutdowns can result in several games that are exclusive to the online store being lost forever. But aside from that, many e-stores or electronic stores are basically perfect, with only minor issues. Honestly, I feel like e-stores might be the future of gaming as we begin to move towards digital-only consoles. But because of these online stores like the Nintendo eShop or Amazon, many game stores have begun to close. GameStop has also started to decline recently because of a limited selection of games, no one's doing trade-ins, and also a really bad reputation from those trade-ins, not to mention the sudden rise of digital-only consoles. But no matter what happens, game stores will always live on in our hearts.
Hey, you're getting a call.
Hello? Amazon already bought us out? Already? Never mind. Game stores are doomed.